Constable, and today I'm going to show you a pose I call the side glute. Now, have you ever seen fitness models on Instagram and wondered how they have a lovely round curvaceous butt? Yes, they probably have put in a lot of hours at the gym, but more than likely they have learned how to pose to show off their glute muscles in the best possible light. So today I'm going to show you the secrets of showing off your glute muscles so you can get that lovely round curvaceous butt. Now, each of us has a butt cheek that we prefer more than the other. For me, it's the right butt cheek because on the left butt cheek I have a slight line underneath the left side, which I don't like to show in photos. So whenever I am doing the side glute, I always do it from the right side. Now, whenever you are doing the side glute pose, you can either be wearing a pair of gym leggings, you can be wearing a pair of skimpy shorts like me, or you could even be wearing a G-string because you're not going to be showing any more than the side of your butt, so it's not going to look obscene or pornographic on Instagram. So again, play around with different outfits and choose what works best with your body. So in order to perform the side glute, you're not going to tense your glute muscle, because if you tense the glute muscle, it's going to pull it up and make it tighter, and what we want is for the glute muscle to seem more round. So in order to perform the side glute, what you want to do is step into your right or left foot, depending on what side you have chosen, and turn the toe slightly away from the camera. So rather than the toe turning out at 1 o'clock, which is the way we would perform most of our poses, you're going to turn the toe slightly in. So it's at about 11 o'clock. Now this is going to feel very awkward and you may find yourself falling over a couple of times while you do this. Perfectly normal. As long as you get a good shot before you fall over, your quid's in. So turn the toe slightly in. So it's about 11:30 or 11 o'clock if you can. Then what you want to do is push into the glute. So you see how if I have my toe turned this way and I push into the glute, it does give a nice curve, but if I turn my toe slightly in and push into the glute, it gives it a nice, lovely round twist. Once you have the toe turned slightly in, and you push the butt out behind you, you're going to bring the other foot, in my case it's the left foot, forward and balance on the toe. Again, the leg position doesn't really matter. The leg can be forward. I've seen many people perform it like this, or the leg can be further back. You just have to play around with whatever pose suits your body. I'm going to bring my toes slightly back, turn my toes slightly in, push the butt out. Really exaggerate pushing the butt out because you're not going to see this in the photo. And then like everything we do in all of our poses, you're going to push the butt out, you're going to elongate the stomach, push the hips back, and then you're going to twist the body around to the front. This is going to give you an illusion of a smaller waist because your arm is twisting round, bringing your shoulder out, your glute is pushing out, and you can bring this other hand onto your hip, or you can use this hand to snap your selfie. Again, you can play around with whichever hand you like to snap your selfie. Sometimes I like to use the hand which is away from the mirror. Sometimes I like to use the hand that is towards the mirror, and sometimes I like to set it up on a timer. But again, you need to play around with the placement of the leg, and remember, don't tense the glute in this shot. You're simply pushing into the foot, pushing the glute muscle out, bringing the other leg up, hips back, lift through the waist, twist the body around, and take your shot. Remember not to have your hand covering your glute because this defeats the whole purpose of showing off the glute shot. Again, you can play around with the placement of the underwear. You could even pull this up and round and even maybe hold on to it, tensing your bicep or your shoulder, which is going to give you a nice shoulder shot. Or you can pull them around a little bit just to give a nice more of a curve. But remember, don't push your hips forward because that's not going to show off your glute muscle. Hips back. You can even bend the leg a little more. You can push into the glute, push it towards the camera, twist the upper body, hands on hips, hands down. Make the pose your own. What you need to do is practice, practice, practice. Practice the position of the feet. Practice the position of the toes. Practice which side works best for you. Maybe it's not that side for you. Maybe it's the other side. But practice, practice, practice. Make this pose your own, and soon you'll be cranking it out, making your glutes look amazing in every selfie.